Batiste here. Hope you all are doing good this Monday, taking your time, giving yourself some time, and just allowing things to be. Oh, I need to turn there. I'm getting cold. Hold on. Alrighty. Um. Oh, all of a sudden I feel like crying, and I have not been able to cry lately. But I want. It feels like I really wanted to just a downpour of tears. But I wanted to come on here and do a what is feeding you and feeding on you reading. Um, and what the hell? And be able to take that in with you guys. Cause oh god, I hate when it does that. I feel I feel I think it's weird. I feel sometimes we forget that we are a nourishing substance, that we feed a lot of things to ourselves, to other people, you know, whether it's digestible or not. I'm seeing like a kid putting a lingo in his mouth, like, no, 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 you can't eat that, you know? I'm seeing like different cultural food, and it's like, that's not the way you eat it this way to get the best flavor, to open things up. And I'm even seeing mosquitoes feeding off of people, like maggots. It's a lot. It's a lot of feeding and being fed energy. And I'm feeling this heavy weight in my chest. It's not here beforehand at all. It feels almost like an overwhelming like sadness. Mm. An overwhelming sadness, an overwhelming like, yeah. I'm sending you guys a lot of love. I'm sending you guys a lot of like, caring energy, nurturing energy. Sending you guys a lot of just restoration, relief. I'm sending you guys a lot of clearing and cleansing energy. Oh, I say. Yeah. Let's find out what has been feeding you. And then we'll find out what's been feeding on you. Okay? All right. So starting with what's been feeding you is, yes, I'm using my fruit deck. It just felt like the most logical thing. We have cranberries, right? We have bitter. We have vibrant. We have healing. We have tart. We have action. Um, and we have love. We have raw energy, right? And cranberries can be put in a juice, in a sauce. It can be dried. It can be just straight cranberry, right? Many different forms that it can come in. But some of the words that are sticking out to me are the bitter, the vibrant, and the healing. We also got peace on here, excuse me, and this raw energy. It feels very raw, like something may have happened, and so you're trying to feed yourself some coaxing energy, some healing energy that is vibrant, that is raw, that is natural. Because it's like almost having that bitter tart taste in your mouth, right? It feels like you're drinking cranberry concentrate. You know, not the juice, just the concentrate. Like that straight from the source, and it takes you back. I remember when I first got cranberry concentrate, I said, oh, it's almost tart to the point that it turns sour. It's not as vibrant, as luscious and flavorful. And I feel like you guys are feeling kind of that energy a little bit. I mean, hearing a little bit of like low energy, But also, cranberries are about abundance. I'm seeing those commercials by Ocean Spray when they're in that big old like lake or whatever, and it's just cranberries everywhere. It's like very vast, very vibrant, very abundant, and I'm hearing like a sense of a little bit of scaredness with this action. Like that movement is kind of very slow, like you're trudging through the cranberry waters, right? We could also say cranberries are very good for, for feminine, or for anybody, but for like kind of like trapped energy. So healing energy, again, it's going back to that healing energy of something really deep. So what has been feeding you is cranberry energy, this somewhat tart energy where it's a little bit sometimes hard to take down in its raw form, but it brings that healing energy, that red energy, that root chakra energy. I think cranberries can also be white as well. I believe so. So again, it's that abundance seeping in. It's like this weight on your chest feels like it needs to be lifted, which leads to this ginger, right? It raw comes up again. Raw comes up again. Raw, this rawness that you're feeling, just being straight you. I feel like you're coming, excuse me, you're coming out of something. You're at a start. You're at the beginning of a journey, of a new journey. Your spiritual journey is already started. Like on a new journey, a new start. We have prosperity coming in here again, courage. We have sexuality, bold. We have money. We have the root coming in here again. We have potent. Once you add a little bit of ginger to something, baby, it's like bananas. It takes over. I'm looking at ginger shot, just taking it straight to the head. You've been feeding yourself something that will, bless me, provide for you in this new raw state, in this new raw beginning, in this new raw form that you're in. I'm hearing gingerbread, which is funny because you also got bread, right? We got cranberry bread. Oh, I love me some good cranberry bread. It was this woman that we used to do Bible study with after school, in school. She would bring like this cranberry bread that she would bake, and it was so fucking fire. She would always send me and my brother home with a few pieces. And I remember when we first started, I did not want to do and go there, but the food is what made me stay. And I feel like that's very significant for you guys. It can be actual food, but I feel like when you first started this journey, like I said, if you guys are starting something, it can be a new job, it can be quitting a job and starting just trusting yourself. I'm hearing it could be a gap year that you're taking after leaving school. I'm hearing it is starting up a new friendship. I'm hearing it's creating a book club. It's starting something new that you were a little bit afraid to at first. But it's leading to such healing, abundant, prosperous energy, to you being more bold, to you being more sensual and sexual with self. Embracing all parts of you with this and allowing different variations of how it can be formed. It's like, okay, it started. I really didn't want to like do this, but I knew I have to step into the unknown. And not like I didn't want to do it like you don't love it, like you were forced with your hands tied behind your back. No, but it's like it was almost like a little bit of hesitation. A little bit like, should I really start that? Should I really do that? Should I really quit that? I'm gonna just make that call. It's that raw energy in essence. With the bread, we have harvest, community, waiting, and money, filling of the soul. And I even wrote bread knife on here. I love when because bread knife, it's a particular knife to make sure that you're not, it cuts the bread in a way that makes those perfect slices for you. So that way it's not smushing the bread too much. It's literally just perfect slices for you. And I feel like that's what's currently happening in your life. What has been feeding you on this new start, on this new journey is perfect slices of abundance, of prosperity, of gain, of rejuvenation, of energy, and it feels a little bit bittersweet. Feels like you're taking a ginger shot. And ginger, literally, go take some ginger tea if you're not feeling a little bit ginger, you know? So taking that in, and bread, I'm hearing garlic bread, naan bread, ooh, all these things. And allowing that in to bake. I love that bread was the last card because bread was the last card they just were, because I feel like you have to bake. But yeah, where did you learn to cook like that? Like I said, you are starting something. You're on a new raw energy. And that's right on the bread. You have been rising pizza dough, which I don't think is bread, but it is bread, but it isn't. Different conversation for a different day. But with this, all this, it's love has come up twice. Money has come up three times, no, twice. Abundance, prosperity, growth, feeling of the soul, a harvest. So you're on a new journey, and it feels a little bit overwhelming for you guys, which is why I feel like I'm almost crying, like, oh my God, I'm stressed. And that's okay. You're on a new start. It's like taking you back. But I love that you got so much healing in all of these, healing and waiting. Because I feel like that's currently what you're doing. I keep itching this part right here, and I wasn't beforehand. All right? I'm hearing I got your back. You scratch my back, I scratch yours. Every time I scratch, I hear you scratch my back, I scratch yours. I'm thinking about the show Ghost, where they have like a massage line, and everybody's like, why don't you just do a massage circle? And I feel like that's kind of what it is, like of doing a change. There's a change. It's like everybody is going to be touched with this shift that you have done. I'm hearing bus driver, new routes, new routes, whatever you want to say. Tomato, tomato, potato, potato, right? But that is what has been feeding you is abundance. Stepping into something is healing. It's vibrant energy, bold energy, money coming in, opportunities coming in, action. You being more comfortable with your sexuality, being more sensual. You're okay with these things. I love that they gave you things that you know when cranberry juice is everywhere. Everybody knows that flavor. Everybody loves it, but you recognize that flavor. That ginger. Did you put ginger in this? I can taste a little bit of ginger. It's a taste that you can taste. It's a flavor that you can taste. Excuse me. You know when it's there. You're prominent now. People are seeing you now, and that can be a little nerve wracking, which is why I also felt that tension a little bit in my heart. So people are seeing and noticing you now. That's why they're like, "Where did you learn to cook that? Where did you learn to do that? Where did you learn?" Holy shit! Holy, oh my goodness! I'm hearing you have been rising slowly to this occasion, to be seen, to be prominent, to be the center of attention. And sometimes that's a little nerve wracking, especially with your raw skin. Especially with your raw skin. Thank you, Spirit. I'm taking a plate to go. This is what is feeding on you. I'm so sorry. I should have said that. I'm taking a plate to go. It smells so good in here, yeah. You're leading, I'm hearing a message. You are allowing people to not feed off your energy, but like I said, people are noticing you even more now. You can be getting more of a following. I'm hearing you and your kids are listening to you a little bit better now. I'm hearing when you took the Gabrielle's like, oh wow, how did you? It's just like I needed to. It's like, okay, I'm taking a page out of your book. It's that energy. I'm taking a page out of your book, and it smells so good in here. The sniff, sniff, inhale. People, like I said, you are very prominent flavor, prominent motion. right? Like the mega song. I'm having motion. And people are noticing it. And it's like, well, I really bet on myself. I really took a chance for myself, with myself. I'm moving in that direction. So whether it works out or not, I know I still allowed myself to do something. I remember I was talking to my older cousin. She's like, girl, you inspire me. Like, I could not move down there by myself, no family, no friends, no nothing. Like, and all this. And I was just like, but you can. She's like, I got kids and I'm just, the travel and restarting over. I was like, you still can, but I get why you aren't. She was like, well, maybe one day it's that I'm taking a plate to go. People are wanting to learn from you, sit under you, walk with you, be in community with you. What is feeding on you is people wanting to learn from you. People wanting to, who got mushrooms, spiritual growth, earthly connection, enlightenment, a rebirth. We got replacer. All the other things is what it can be cooked into. But that's right on top of the bread and the where did you learn to cook like this? We have also signals. So you've been getting a lot of signs, a lot of messages, a lot of clear understandings, all that. People want to take a page out of your book. And you feel like, yeah, I just started. You're true to this and new to this. You're true to this and new to this, okay? So recognize that what's feeding on you is not parasitic. You have a potent energy. You have a pungent energy. You're starting to smell yourself, recognize yourself a whole lot more. Because I'm not sure because of what you have been feeding yourself has been healing, has been loving energy, has been open energy, has been that courage. Like I said, filling of the soul. We got memories of love and heart chakra coming in here. A lot of green. Like I said, it's leading you. A lot of money, abundance, prosperity, harvest has come up. Memories of love is the Six of Cups, reflecting on the past, allowing you to help you where you want to go. Like I said, it could be taking a gap. You're like, everybody in your family, that's not what I want to do. I'm following my heart. I'm following what I love. I'm following what loves me, what makes me feel good, what heals me, what nurtures me, what takes care of me. A lot of green energy. We got the Five of Cups, emotional loss. Yeah, like I said, it's that bittersweet moment of leaving behind some things, of letting go of some things. And it's so funny because it goes 4, 5, 6. You're on an evolution. Yeah, on an evolution, on a growth, on a dynamic of really shifting so many things in your life properly. Yeah, we got the 7 of chakras. You know energy. I know energy. You're helping people recognize that they can rely on themselves. Ooh, a lot of chakra energy is coming out for you guys. Yeah, you guys are on a new path of alignment, of growth, of everything, like recognizing everything has to work out for me. I think throat chakra is I speak, but let me double check. Okay. Yeah, I was correct. So we have I can with the solar plexus. Like I said, you're recognizing what you can do, what you're capable of. I can take that class. I can date that person. And it goes 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 5 coming in here twice with the throat chakra. I speak. I can. I love. I speak. I know. And people, I'm hearing guarding the gates, which has been the energy for a lot of the collective. Everybody wants to know where you going to, Where you coming from? Yeah. We got the devil card coming in here, temptation. And I feel like you're looking away from the temptation. You're moving away from all those things, which is where we got it's right under, it smells good in here. It doesn't just smell good in here, baby. It tastes good in here because I've been cooking. Let it cook. Big you come through cooking shit, frying shit, my bad. Let it cook. So you're speaking with more vigor. It's a lot of blue in here with the mushrooms, the bread, the cranberries. It smells a lot of blue energy. Speaking up for yourself. Recognizing a lot of green energy, the abundance, the prosperity, the growth, the nurturing energy, the grounding energy, the expansion energy. Taking all of this in and recognizing that to the highest degree of what you have. Because what you have been feeding yourself, whether that be the way that you move now, the way that you consciously actually feed yourself. What do you have been feeding yourself? What you watch, what you listen to, who you're around, the places that you go, or the places you will go. It's a lot of that. And you're recognizing that is what's leading you. I can do this. I will do this. I am doing this. And people want to take a to-go plate. They want to take that and be like, okay, I need a little bit of what you got. I need a little bit of what's going on over there. Like, come on now. Like, yes. And with the crown chakra and the throat chakra being right on top of that, as well as with the memories of love and lesson, that your boundaries are strong because of past things, because of past situations. But you're also very open and giving. Because you know that your voice has power. Like I said, you are on the forefront. Spirit is putting you on the forefront. Whether they're just being your family, people are noticing it, whether they be on a wider scale, publicly, in your community, in your school, in your job, in the regular gas station stuff, like something different about you. Whatever it is, you're recognizing that to so many high degrees because of what you have been feeding yourself. Like, yeah, I haven't been doing that no more because, I recognize how it made me feel. You're pushing through that. And you are allowing that. It feels a little bit, like, and add a little bit of the ginger is all over. But you have been rising to the occasion back to back. And I think that's honestly why you're feeling this crying energy, this heavy heart energy, because it's like, almost. What was I supposed to say? Stuttering. Was not expecting it in a little bit. But when you took that leap of faith, release the temptation of sticking with everything that wasn't for you with the devil card, like, no. I can't stay here. I'm moving. And you are. So it sounds crazy, but you're feeding the streets. We gotta feed the streets. Yeah. So allow yourself to have a lot more fun with this new journey, this new experience. You don't know what's going to happen because you haven't been in this position, but expect the best outcome and recognize that you are learning, you are growing, and people are learning and growing with you as well. People are wanting to sit on you, like they literally sit, inhale, okay? They want to smell what you're cooking. And you smell what the rock is cooking, and you smell. He probably had a little bit of. He is not a good actor, but he probably had a few, scared moments where he was like, I don't know, I don't know. Should I really be an actor? I don't know if people will, but it's like you took that chance on yourself. It was new. And crazily, he's one of the most favorite actors. It ain't none of my business. I don't pocket watch all the time. But expect that abundance to come in, that prosperity to come in. When you follow yourself, things want to follow you, and that's obvious with this reading. People want to follow, people want to listen to you, people want to learn from you. I'm hearing even kids be like, I want to go to TT house, I want to go to Punk house. Let me do. You allow this safe space because you are creating a safe space continuously. Baby, you're thriving, and I love it. So there's a heaviness on your hearts and in your mind. Work with it because you are rising and have been rising to the occasion. Okay? I love you guys. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And until next time.